Okay. Hey everyone, Carrie Ann Carter with the Carrie Ann Carter Group, and we are out today, Chad and I, in our respective locations. I'm actually all on my own in one of my listings we'll talk about in a minute. And Chad, I believe you're home, right?
I am. Hi.
Oh, hello, hello. We finally are together again. Every week we try to bring you an episode, Fun with Math with Chad. And here today we've got so much to talk about. I thought I'd come over to my listing in Edina at St. John's because, you know, it's a virtual world, everybody out there. And it's interesting because there's some dynamics here that have been totally virtual, Chad. And long distance, the buyer we're talking to right now is long distance. She's out on the East Coast. And we've got this thing photographed to the nines, so she loves it. And she wants to do a renovation here. So we're doing that virtually right now. And we've introduced her to a contractor who's virtually helped her out. We're doing everything virtually right now. And she's actually going to end up flying in next week. And we hope to get this all put together for them. So I wanted to ask you, for those that want to do renovations, I think we both agree we're going to see a lot of that this year. What is available to our world right now?
Yeah, you know, normally when we do Fun with Math, we talk about what numbers look like, but this week math has really been not so fun. Guidelines and parameters are changing by the minute right now in the mortgage world. But the good news is we're still lending. There's still options available. You know, normally in the scenario you're talking about, Carrie Ann, we would wrap all those renovations right into the loan, do it all in one payment.
Right.
That segment of the market is really tightened up with everything going on right now. I think it'll be back, but right this second, it's not a great option. So in the scenario now, we would either look at, yes, they'll do your 20% down, and then we'll do a home equity line of credit after the fact, where you can access that money again to do your renovations. Or we look at just doing a smaller down payment up front and have the buyer hang on to their cash. They can just pay cash for the renovations. So
yeah, we're seeing a lot of that right now.
Yeah, so the standard or the normal procedure is a little locked up in today's market, but there's still a way to do it. So we just got to play around with it and make it work.
I totally agree. I think the takeaway we hear a lot, because people are stuck at home right now, right? And they've got the kids, and you guys are getting a little worn out with all the I call it the negative speak. And I want to say to everyone, there's always a solution. You know, there's always a way, there's always a positive. It's all mindset, right? If there's an opportunity for you to make a life change, if that's something you're attaining to, I can tell you story after story after story right now of our active inventory and why they want to move and why they're actively listed, and equally that we've created safe service, a safe service opportunity so people can experience the real estate and still transact. So that's happening for us right now on the daily. And even with all things COVID going on, which we hope by the end of the month, we're going to be able to see some movement and some opening back up. Predictions show that we're really going to see an opening, if you will, in the month of May with a normalcy coming back. And it'll take us a little time, but the normal is going to come back. And Chad and I have been visiting about this a lot. And the things I'm hearing from all of you, there's a lot of people that are rethinking their homes because they're in them right now. And they're thinking about a lot of renovation. Renovation's a big one, unless you want to downsize. So the renovation projects, options right now are really two. It sounds like leveraging cash, so making that more mobile, and changing the structure of the loan. Those two things. Would that be true?
So whether it's we do a first and a second, or we just do a bigger first and you hang on to some of that cash, or if you're in your home now and want to stay, we can certainly look at doing a cash out refinance as well to get some of that money to do your renovations.
Right. So what else are you seeing out there that you're when you're making arrangements with clients to tweak things out, how are you feeling in terms of rate locks, advisement on that, time frames, that kind of thing?
Yeah, you know, I'm advising everyone to lock as soon as we know what they're going to be, what they're going to do. We have a program where we can lock even before you find a house. We can lock your rate for 90 days while you're shopping. I think if rates were going to go any further than where they are right now, I think it would have happened already. The wild swings in, you know, up a point, point and a half, down a half, up a half, down 2 points, all that's kind of stopped and everything's kind of leveled out. You know, if you're in the buying mode right now, we should really talk and get you locked as soon as we can.
Okay, so the popular loans right now, we were talking about this as well, as it's price point indicative, you know, specific. Those properties out there that are listed in, let's say, in that 250 to 400 range, we are seeing more calls, inquiries now with those lower down payment programs like VA and FHA. How are you feeling about that right now?
You know, I think both are great options. You know, VA, you can do a 0 down payment if you qualify for a VA loan. FHA is 3.5. You can have all gift funds, and you can have seller paid closing costs. And even on conventional stuff, you can still do 3% down. It's not like everything's gone completely away, but some of that specialty niche stuff is just tightened up to the point where it's either not available or it's really restricted. But all the normal government loans, low down payment, conventional, all that stuff's still available.
So time frame wise, how much time do you feel that you're needing from the moment we pre-approve them to the moment we close, because of the moving parts with appraisals and whatnot? How much time are you feeling like folks need?
Yeah, we're still doing 30-day closings. You know, the only piece that's really slowed down for us is the appraisal piece, where we need to have an actual appraisal done.
Right.
A lot of appraisals have gone to where they're either an electronic desktop version or they're a drive-by appraisal. The ones where they have to get in the house now are the ones that are slowing us down. I'm still confident saying a 30-day closing. Normally I'd say 3 weeks, and on a special occasion I'd say 2. I think that 2 weeks is out right now.
Right.
I'm talking to you specifically, Cari Ann, about that.
Yeah, I ask all the time. I know.
30 days for sure is still doable.
And I would tell you all, there's no better time to say this than now. These relationships are so important. Siobhan on my team, she and I can tell you some stories we've been through in the last month where we've dealt with other lenders out there that were not Chad. And it's been a struggle. Making sure you have that right relationship intact, everyone, is critical right now. It really, really is important. You cannot be a novice in this market. You really need to know what you're doing. So we are very grateful for you, Chad. We very much are.
I would tell you, when things are changing daily and sometimes hourly and sometimes by the minute, it is important to have experience on your side right now.
Absolutely. And when you can be able to pick up the call 24/7, and I hate to say that about both of us, but we are like that, to be able to pick up the phone and talk to a human is a very, very big deal. And to be able to have those conversations ongoing, really, really important. So we're here to help you, everybody. We want to tell you that it's been really an interesting month, but a very productive month. And we've been having great conversations, and we see positive, good things going on out there every day and strong momentum right now. So if you have any questions at all, we're here to help you. I'm going to finish doing this virtual call today over at St. John's. And I know, Chad, you're on the phone on the daily talking to people. Send us a message, folks. If you have anything for us, we're happy to help. Chad, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon.
Same to you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.